Are Houthis still attacking ships? Of course, answer is yes. The continued assaults by the Houthis on shipping through the crucial Red Sea corridor against the backdrop of war in the Gaza Strip underscores the challenges in trying to stop the guerrilla-style attacks they have used. How powerful are the Houthis? The Houthis continue to confound some of the world's most powerful militaries. They are still firing missiles at any international shipping they consider linked to US UK. They have already had a major impact on global trade, forcing ships to divert thousands of miles away. The Houthi insurgency, also known as the Houthi rebellion, was a military rebellion against Yemen military that began in Yemen, had since escalated into a full-scale civil war. How are the Houthis attacking ships? The Houthis have used an array of sophisticated weapons, including ballistic missiles and drones, despite retaliatory US and UK-led strikes on their bases in Yemen, aimed at crippling their ability to attack. How much of Yemen do the Houthis control? Houthis insurgents currently control the capital Sana'a and all of the former North Yemen. Who cut the Red Sea cables? Some observers say it may be the Houthis. Others say it was an accident. Beirut, Lebanon officials in the USA say undersea telecommunications cables in the Red Sea were cut on last Tuesday, disrupting 25% of data traffic between Asia and Europe. Who owns undersea cables? Submarine cables are then each owned by various private investors, either large telecom carriers, content delivery providers, or investor groups. Do undersea cables break on numerous occasions? Undersea landslides and earthquakes have damaged cables laying on the seafloor. In December 2006, a large earthquake off the southern coast of Taiwan crippled internet communications in East Asia by rupturing numerous submarine cables. What happens to old undersea cables? When a cable is retired, it could remain inactive on the ocean floor. There are companies that are gaining the rights to cables, pulling them up and salvaging them for raw materials. In some cases, cables are repositioned along other routes. Does Wi-Fi come from the ocean? Most of what you see on the internet, including possibly this article, travels to you from underwater. In fact, 99% of all international data is transferred through a labyrinth of cables stretching across the floor of the world's ocean. There are 229 of them, each no thicker than a soda can. How deep is the Red Sea? While the Red Sea does reach depths of 3,000 meters at its deepest point, it is holistically shallow, with 1/4 of the Red Sea being less than 50 meters deep. Does Google have undersea cables? Google's latest subsea cable will connect the US, France, and Australia in the South Pacific. The cables aim to provide more reliable services in countries that struggle with solid connections. Do sharks bite undersea cables? Yes, sharks often bite underwater submarine fiber optic cables. There are several online videos of sharks doing it. Sharks have sensors in the tip of their nose that detect magnetic fields. They use these to sense fish that are hidden in the sand.